evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Four's Company Broadway and Beyond 2. Just a little bit of housekeeping. Can you please make sure your phones are turned off, and remember, no photography throughout the performance. Fiddler on the Roof, written in 1964, is a musical with music by Jerry Bock, lyrics by Sheldon Harnick, and book by Joseph Stein, set in the Pale settlement of Imperial Russia in 1905. The story centres on Tihema, the father of 5 daughters, and his attempt to maintain his Jewish religious and cultural traditions as outside influences encroach upon the family's lives. He must cope not only with the strong-willed actions of his 3 eldest daughters, who wish to marry for love, each one's choice of a husband moving further away from the customs of his faith, but also with the edict of the Tsar that evicts the Jews from their village. The original Broadway production of the show, which opened in 1964, had the first musical theatre run in history to surpass 3,000 performances. Fiddler held the record for the longest running Broadway musical for almost 10 years, until Grease surpassed its run. It remains Broadway's 16th longest running show in history and one of our all-time favourites. Ladies and gentlemen, Fiddler on the Roof.
Without breaking his neck. It isn't easy. You may ask, why do they stay up there if it's so dangerous? Well, we stay because Anatevka is our home. And how do we keep our balance? Well, that I can tell you in one word. Tradition! 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 Tradition, 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 tradition. Because of our traditions, here in Anatevka, we've kept our balance for many, many years. We have traditions for everything. How to eat, how to sleep, how to work, how to wear clothes. For instance, we always keep our heads covered. We always wear a little prayer shawl. This shows our constant devotion to God. You may ask, how did these traditions get started? I'll tell you. I don't know. But they are traditions. And because of our traditions, every one of us knows who he is and what God expects him to do.
Scramble for a living, feed the wife and children, say his daily prayers, and who has the right as master of the house to have the final word at home? The Baba, tradition, the Baba, tradition.
That's the way to make a proper home. Free
contestants, give to the matchmaker.
Avram! Avram! I have a perfect match for your son.
Who is she?
Raquel, the shoemaker's daughter.
Vercoe. She is half blind and can hardly see.
Tell me, Avram, is your son so good to look at? The way she sees and the way he looks. It's a perfect match!
And Reb Nachum, the beggar.
Alms for the poor. Alms for the poor. Here, Malcolm, is 1 kopeck. 1 kopeck. Last week you gave me 2 kopecks. I had a bad week. So, if you had a bad week, why should I suffer?
And most important of all, our beloved Rabbi.
Rabbi, may I ask you a question?
Certainly, Lebesh. Is there a proper blessing for the Tsar?
A blessing for the Tsar.
Of course. May God bless and keep the Tsar far away from us.
Then there are the others in our village. They make a much bigger circle. His Honor the Constable, His Honor the Priest, His Honor many others. We don't bother them, and so far they don't bother us. And among ourselves, we've always gotten along perfectly well. Of course, there was the time when he sold him a horse and he delivered the mule. But that's all settled now. Now we're all in simple peace and harmony. It was a mule. It was a horse. Yeah, it was a horse. Just before the Sabbath? That wasn't nice. It's enough you pick on me. Bless me with 5 daughters, a life of poverty. But what have you got against my horse? Sometimes I think when things are too quiet up there, you say to yourself, let's see what kind of mischief can I play on my friend Purdie.
Ah, you're finally here, my great winner.
I'll talk to you later.
Where's your horse?
Well, he's been invited to the blacksmith's for the Sabbath.
Well, hurry up then. The sun won't wait for you. I have something to say to you.
Why should today be any different? As the good book says, heal us, O Lord, and we shall be healed. In other words, send us the cure. We've got the sickness already. Well, I'm not really complaining. After all, with your help, I'm starving to death. You made many, many poor people. I realize, of course, it's no shame to be poor, but it's no great honor either. So what would have been so terrible if I had a small fortune? If I were a rich man, all day long I'd bid-a-bid-a-bum. If I were a wealthy man, I wouldn't have to work hard. If I were a bit-a-bit-a-rich, yidle-diddle-yidle-diddle man, I'd build a big tall house with rooms by the dozen, right in the middle of the town. Fountain roof with real wooden floors below. There would be one long staircase just going up, and one even longer coming down, and one more leading nowhere, just for show. I'd fill my yard with chicks and turkeys and geese and ducks for the town to see and hear, squawking just as noisily as they can, and each loud will land like a trumpet on the ear, as if to say, here lives a wealthy man. If I were a rich man, all day long I'd bid-a-bid-a-bum. If I were a wealthy man, I wouldn't have bid-a-bid-a-bid-a-bid-a-bid-a-bid-a-bum. If I were a yidle-diddle-yidle-diddle man, I'd see my wife, my golden, looking like a rich man's wife with a proper double chin, supervising meals to her heart's delight. I'd see her putting on airs and strutting like a peacock. Oh, what a happy mood she's in, screaming at the servants day and night. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. The most important man in town would come to father me. They would ask me to advise them, like a Solomon the wise. If you please, I'm a terrier. Pardon me, I'm a terrier. Posing problems that would cross a rabbi's eyes. And it won't make one bit of difference if I answer it wrong. When you're rich, they think you really know. If I were rich, I'd have it at time that I'd have to sit in the synagogue and pray. Maybe have a seat by the eastern wall, and I discuss their holy books with a learned man several hours a day. And that would be the sweetest thing of all. If I were a rich man, all day long I'd bid-a-bid-a-bum. If I were a wealthy man, I wouldn't have to work hard. Yabba-dibba-dibba-dibba-dibba-dibba-dibba-dum. Lord, who made the lion and the lamb, you decreed I should be what I am.
Motto, Yenta was here.
I know, I saw her.
If they agree on someone, then there'll be a match. It'll be too late for us.
Don't worry, Zaito. I have found someone who's willing to sell me his used sewing machine. So, in a few weeks, I will have saved up enough money to buy it. And then your father will be impressed with me.
But a few weeks, maybe too late.
But what else can we do?
You can ask my father for my hand tonight. Now.
I'm just a poor tailor. Why should he consider me now?
I'm only the poor daughter of a poor milkman. Just talk to him.
But Zeitel, if he says no, that's it. It's final. He'll yell at me.
Motto!
I'm just a poor tailor.
Even a poor tailor is entitled to some happiness.
That's true.
Will you talk to him? Will you talk to him?
All right, I'll talk to him.
It's late. Where is everybody?
Retevia.
Look now, Motto. Go there. The sun is almost down.
Retevia.
Look now, Motto. Children, we're lighting the candles.
Retevia.
What is it? Yes, Motto, what is it?
Good Sabbath, Retevia. Good Sabbath. Good Sabbath. Good Sabbath. May I speak to you?
Later, Motto, later.
But I would like to speak to you.
Not now, Motto. I have problems.
That's what I want to speak to you about. I think I can help.
Certainly, like a bandage can help a corpse. Goodbye, Motto, goodbye.
At least listen to him, Papa.
Right, you have a tongue talk.
I hear you are arranging a match for Zeitel.
I see he also has ears.
I have a match for Zeitel.
What kind of a match?
A perfect fit.
Perfect fit?
Like a glove.
Like a glove.
This match was made exactly to measure.
Perfect fit, made to measure. Stop talking like a tailor and tell me who is it!
Please don't shout at me, Red Pepper.
Don't shout. Okay, I won't shout. I won't shout. Who is it?
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 It's me! Myself.
It's you? Yourself? It's himself? You're out of your mind, you're crazy. He must be crazy. Arranging the match for yourself. Tell me what are you, everything? The bridegroom, the matchmaker, the guest, all rolled up into one? You'll even perform the ceremony yourself. It's crazy.
Please don't shout at me, Rectavia. As for being my own matchmaker, I know it's a little unusual.
Unusual? It's crazy!
Times are changing, Rectavia. The thing is that over a year ago, your daughter Zeitel and I gave each other a pledge that we would marry.
You gave each other a pledge?
Yes, Papa, we gave each other a pledge.
They gave each other a pledge. Unheard of absurd. They gave each other a pledge. Unthinkable. Where do you think you are? In Moscow? In Paris? Where do they think they are? In America? What do you think you're doing? You snitcher! You nothing! Who do you think you are? King Solomon? This isn't the way it's done. Not here, not now. Some things they will not, they cannot allow. Tradition. Marriages must be arranged by the Papa. Things should never be changed. One little time you pull out the prop, and where does it stop? And where does it stop? And where does it stop? Do I still have anything left to say about my daughter? Or doesn't anyone have to ask her father anymore?
I've been wanting to ask you for some time, Rectavia. But first I wanted to save up enough money for my own sewing machine.
Stop talking nonsense! You're just a poor tailor!
That's true, Rectavia. But even a poor tailor is entitled to some happiness. I promise you, your daughter will not starve.
He's beginning to talk like a man. But on the other hand, what kind of a match would that be for a poor tailor? On the other hand, he's an honest, hard worker. But on the other hand, he has absolutely nothing. But on the other hand, things can never get worse for him. They can only get better. They gave each other a pledge, unheard of, absurd. They gave each other a pledge, unthinkable. But look at my daughter's face. She loves him, she wants him. Look at my daughter's eyes, so hopeful. Tradition! Well, children, when shall we make the wedding?
Thank you, Papa.
You will not be sorry, Rectavia.
I won't be sorry. I'm sorry already!
Thank you, Papa.
Thank you, Papa.
They pledged their troth. Modern children. Golden! What am I going to do about Golden?
It was a miracle. Wonder of wonders, miracle of miracles. God took a Daniel once again, stood by his side, and miracle of miracles walked him through the lion's den. Wonder of wonders, miracle of miracles. I was afraid that God would frown, much like he did so long ago in Jericho. God just made a wall fall down. When Moses softened Pharaoh's heart, that was a miracle. When God made the waters of the Red Sea part, that was a miracle too. But of all God's miracles, large and small, the most miraculous one of all is that out of a worthless lump of clay, God has made a man today.
Is he in bad trouble? That hero of yours? Arrested? Convicted?
Yes, Papa, but he did nothing wrong. He cares nothing for himself. All he does is for humanity.
If he did nothing wrong, then he wouldn't be in trouble.
How can you say that, Papa? A learned man like you. What wrongs did Joseph do? Or Abraham? Or Moses? And they had trouble.
And where is he now, this Joseph of yours?
But it's far, Papa. Terribly far. He's in a settlement in Siberia.
Siberia? And he would ask you to leave your father and mother and join him in that frozen wasteland and marry him there?
He did not ask me to go, Papa. I want to go. I want to help him in his work. It's the greatest work a man can do, Papa.
But, oh, my child.
How can I hope to make you understand why I do what I do? Why I must travel to a distant land, far from the home I love. Once I was happily content to be as I was, where I was, close to the people who are close to me, here in the home I love. Who could see that a man would come who would change the shape of my dreams? Helpless now I stand with him, watching older dreams grow dim. Oh, what a melancholy choice this is, wanting hope, wanting him, closing my heart to every hope but his, leaving the home I love. There where my heart has settled long ago, I must go, I must go. Who could imagine I'd be wandering so far from the home I love? Yet, there with my love, I'm home.
And who, my child, will there be to perform the ceremony there in the wilderness?
I promise, Papa. We'll be buried under a canopy.
And no doubt the Rabbi O'Toole was also arrested. But take care. Send him my regards. That Moses of yours. I always thought he was a good man. Tell him that I rely on his honor to keep my daughter well.
Oh, Papa, God only knows when we'll see each other again.
Then we shall leave it in his hands. Take care of her. See that she dresses warm. How much longer can that miserable horse of mine complain about his leg? Dear God, if I can walk on 2 legs, why can't he on 3? I shouldn't be too angry. After all, he's one of your creations, and he has the same rights I have. The right to be sick, the right to be hungry, the right to work like a horse. And dear God, I'm sick and tired of pulling this cart. I know. I should push it a while.
Della!
What is it?
It's her! She has come this morning with Bayeka.
What?
Yes, I looked all over for her. I even went to the priest, and he said they were married.
Married?
Yes.
Oh, no.
No.
You have work to do, I have work to do. Go home.
But how?
How is that to us now?
No.
We will forget her.
No.
We have other children. Little bird, little Chavaleh, I don't understand what's happening today. Everything is all a blur. All I can see is a happy child, the sweet little bird you were, Chavaleh, Chavaleh. Little bird, little Chavaleh, you are always such a pretty little thing, everybody's favorite child. Gentle and kind and affectionate, what a sweet little bird you were, Chavaleh, Chavaleh.
of modern music set primarily to lyrics from traditional hymns, with the Passion of Christ treated briefly near the end of the performance. It started as a college project performed by students at the Carnegie Mellon University and moved to La Mama Experimental Club in Greenwich Village. It was then rescored for an off-Broadway production which became a long-running success. In 1973, it was adapted for the big screen. The original cast defined the personalities of each character as the show was developed. Most of the characters' names are simply the first name of the character that originally played the role. The script is sparse and takes on a life of its own as it is rehearsed, therefore allowing the actors and the director to really add their own mark. Stephen Schwartz says, the content of the show, in contrast to many of the other retellings of the Jesus story, focuses on Jesus' real teachings, what he actually said, and the power of those teachings to lead to a sense of community in a fractured and fractious world. People should pay particular attention to what he characterized as the greatest teaching. Always treat others as you would have them treat you. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you the very talented Force Company and Godspell.
your prospect are worse. Your wife is sighing, crying, and your olive tree is dying. Thames are greying and teeth are decaying and creditors weighing your purse. Your mood and your road are both the deep blue. You bet that Joe had nothing on you. Don't forget that when you get to heaven, you'll be blessed. Yes, it's all for the best.
Some men are born to liberty, doing what they please, richer than the bees are in honey. Never growing old, never feeling cold, pulling pots of gold from thin air. The best in every town, best to shake it down, best to making mountains of money. They can't take it with them, but what do they care? They get the center of the loop, cushions on the seat, houses on the street where it's sunny. Summers by the sea, winters warm and free, all of this and we get the rest. But who is the land for, the sun and the sand for? You guess, it's all for the best. Some men feel sad, living, doing what they please, the bees are in honey.
Your life is bad.
Never growing old, never feeling cold, only pots of gold from thin air. The best in every town, best to shake it down, best to make it mountains of money. Can't take it with them, and run to wake up. They get the center of the beat, cushions on the sea, all the deep blue, where it's sunny.
You bet that
Summers
Joe
by the sea, winters warm and
had
free, all
nothing
this
on
and
you.
we get the rest.
Don't forget
Where's
when
the land for, the sun and the sand for? You guess,
Yes,
it's all for the best.
I say, Brother Duras. How is it that you hope to see clearly a speck of sawdust in your brother's eye, when all this time there's a great big plank of wood in your own?
I don't know. How can I hope to see clearly the speck of sawdust in my brother's eye when there's a great big plank of wood of my own?
Moreover, how do you hope to see clearly to remove the speck of sawdust from your brother's eye, when all this time there's a great big plank of wood in your own?
I don't know. How can I hope to see clearly to remove the speck of sawdust from my brother's eye when all this time there's a great big plank in my own?
You hypocrite! First, you must remove the plank of wood from your own eye, so that you can see clearly to remove the speck of sawdust from your brother's eye.
That's not an answer to the question.
Did I promise you an answer?
To be oppressed.
Yes, it's all for the best.
And then the man they called Judas Iscariot went to the priests and then to the Pharisees, and he asked them, what would they give him to betray him? They gave him 30 pieces of silver. And from that day forth, he looked for every opportunity to betray him.
By my side, my side, by my side, my side, my side, by my side,
But if that light's under a bushel, it's like something kind of crucial.
You gotta stay bright to be the light of the world. You are the salt of the earth. You are the salt of the earth.
But if that salt has lost its flavor, it ain't got much in its favor.
You can't have that fault and be the salt of the earth. So let your light so shine before men. Let your light so shine, so that they might know some kindness again. We only have to feel fine. Let's have some wine. You are the city of God. You are the city of God.
But if that city's on a hill, it's kind of hard to hide it well.
You gotta stay pretty in the city of God. So let your light so shine before men. Let your light so shine, so that they might know some kindness again. We only have to feel fine. Let's have some wine. You are the light of the world. You are the light of the world. But the tallest candlestick ain't much good without a wick. You gotta stay bright to be the light of the world. So let your light so shine before men. Let your light so shine, so that they might know some kindness again. We only have to feel fine.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is half time. If you'd like to make your way out to the foyer, there's coffee, cake, and if you go to the bar, there's wine. A Chorus Line is a musical with music by Marvin Beseech, lyrics by Edward Cliven, and a book by James Gilchrist Jr. Following several workshops and an off-Broadway production, the Chorus Line opened at the Schubert Theatre on Broadway July 25th, 1975. Directed and choreographed by Michael Bennett. An unprecedented box office hit, the musical received 12 Tony Award nominations and won 9, in addition to the 1976 Pulitzer Prize for Drama. The original Broadway production ran for 6,137 performances, becoming the longest running production in Broadway history until surpassed by Cats in 1997, and the longest running Broadway musical originally produced in the US until surpassed in 2011 by Chicago. It remains the 6th longest running Broadway show ever. The Chorus Line's success has spawned many successful productions worldwide. It began a lengthy run in the West End in 1976 and was revived on Broadway in 2006 and West End in 2013. Centered on 17 Broadway dancers auditioning for spots on a chorus line, the musical is set on a bare stage of a Broadway theatre during an audition. A chorus line provides a glimpse into the personalities of the performers and the choreographer as they describe the events that have shaped their lives and their decisions to become dancers. Ladies and gentlemen, a chorus line.
starting from the top. 5, 6, 7, 8. number 10, number 23, number 26, 37, 41, 45, 149, 152, 179, and 183. The rest of you, thank you. You may go home now. Today, I want you to tell me your stage name Real name if it's different, and I'd also like to know where you were born and when.
Terrific. Fabulous. Excuse me, sir. Do we have to? I mean, it's not really polite to escalate your age.
Being polite doesn't interest me. Your age does. And I want to know your age, okay? So let's go down the line and we'll start on the end, stage right.
16.
Start with your name and step forward.
My real name is Don Kerr. Born in Kansas City, Kansas, January 19th, 1999.
Next.
Maggie Winslow.
Louder.
Maggie Winslow, sometimes known as Margaret or Maggie or Peggy, all of the above. Anyway, I was born in San Mateo, California, and I was born on the 30th of June, 1981 at 10:40 p.m.
My name is Mike Costa, formerly Costa Filoni. Born in Trenton, New Jersey, 11th of December, 1980. Makes me 34.
Next.
My real name is Sydnee Kenneth Beckenstein. My Jewish name is Rachmel Lev Ben Yaakov Meyer Beckenstein. And my professional name is Gregory Gardner. Barry, East Side. And I do not deny it. Born February 20th, 1999.
Next.
Well, I'm Sheila Bryant. Really, Sarah Rosemary Bryant, which I really hate. I was born January 4th, 1988 in Colorado Springs, Colorado. I'm going to be 30 real soon. I'm real glad.
Robert Charles Joseph Henry Mills III. That's my real name, too. Born November 20th, 1993, upstate New York, near Buffalo. I don't remember the name of the town. I must have blocked it out.
I'm Bibi Beschenheimer, and I know I've got to change it. Born August 27, 1980. I'm from Boston, and here I am.
Good. Next.
Well, as far as I'm concerned, I'm Valerie Clark. Although my parents think I'm Margaret Mary Houlihan. Couldn't you just die? I was born in a little town called Arlington, Vermont. Bye-bye.
How old are you?
Old? No. 20. 5.
My name is Dinah Morales, and I didn't change it because I figured ethnic was in. 2/25/99. You got that? And I was born in a Hollywood bed in the Bronx.
Go on, Diana.
Go on what? Oh, you want to know how tall I am, the color of my eyes, how many shows I've done? I just gave you my picture and resume, and all you want to know is right there.
I know. Now tell me what's not on it.
Like what?
Talk about yourself.
Like what?
Well, tell me about the Bronx.
What's to talk about, you Bronx? It's uptown and to the right.
What did you do there?
In the Bronx, mostly wait to get out.
What made you start dancing?
I don't know. I have rhythm. I'm Puerto Rican. I've always jumped around and danced. Hey, you want to know if I can act? Give me a scene to read. I'll act. I'll perform. But I just can't talk. Please, I'm too nervous.
Then, relax.
Look, I really don't mind talking, but I just can't be the first. Please.
You want this job, don't you?
Sure, I want the job.
All right, Diana, back in line. Before we do any more dancing, and we will be dancing some more, let me explain something. I'm looking for a strong dancing chorus. I need people that look terrific together and they can work together as a group. But there are some small parts that have to be played by the dancers I hire. Now, I have your pictures and resumes and I know what shows you've been in, but that's not going to help me. And I don't want to give you just a few lines to read because I think it would be better if I knew something about you, about your personalities. So, I'm going to ask you some questions and I want to hear you talk. Treat it like an interview. I don't want you to think you have to perform. I just want to hear you talk and be yourselves. And everybody just relax as much as you can. Okay, Mike, I'll start with you.
Me? Don't you want to start at the end?
No, I'll start with you. And relax.
Well, I could. If you start at the end. What do you want to know?
What do you want to tell me?
I want to tell you to start at the end. I can't think of it.
Yes, you can. Why did you start dancing?
Because of my sister. See, I come from this big Italian family. I had one of those grandmothers who used to lean out the window on a little pillow. Because that's what Italian grandmothers do. They lean out the window on a little pillow. I was the youngest of 12, and I was an accident. I was. Well, that's what my sister told me. Rosalie. She was the one who had the dance lessons. And my mom used to take her to dance lessons every Saturday. She used to drag me along too. And I used to love it.
How old were you?
I was 4. I'd sit there all perky and bright. I'm watching Cisco pitter pat. Said I can do that. I can do that. And mornings we just couldn't go to dance class. So I said, I'll grab her shoes and socks. I'll run 7 blocks. One morning, sis, you won't go to dance class. I grab her shoes and tights and all, but my foot's too small, so I stuff her shoes with extra socks. Run 7 blocks, ain't nothing flat. Hell, I can do that. I can do that. Knew every step right off the bat. And so I stayed the rest of my life. Oh, thanks to sis. Now married and fat. I can do this. That I can do. I can do that.
Okay, now, second one. Bobby, you're on.
Well, I don't quite know how I got to be so heavenly. But when I was 5, I was playing jacks and the car fell down on my head.
Get the hook.
Bobby, are you going to do a routine?
No. Moving right along. So, do you want to know all the wonderful, interesting things that happened in my life? What do you want, the truth?
I'll take the truth.
Well, all right. To begin with, I'm from a quasi-middle or upper-middle class family. Never could quite figure out which, but it was real boring. I mean, we had money, no taste. You know the sort of house, AstroTurf on the patio. My mom used to throw a lot of card parties. She was the foremost bridge cheater in America. And Dad, he worked for a big corporation. They used to send him out in the field a lot to drink. I mean, better that than finding him passed out in his office, I suppose. But he wasn't so bad. I mean, I was the strange one.
How strange.
Oh, real strange. I used to love to give garage recitals, bizarre recitals. This one time, I was doing Frankenstein as a musical, and I spray painted this kid, silver, top to bottom. Yeah, they had to rush him to hospital. He had that thing, your paws can't breathe. I mean, he survived, though. Luckily, I hadn't done the soles of his feet.
What if I'm next? What if I'm next? What am I going to do? I haven't got a clue. What does he want? Does he want a story from the past? Better find one fast. What can I say? What can I tell him?
As I got older, I only got stranger. I mean, I used to go down this really busy intersection near my house and direct traffic. I just wanted to see if anyone would notice me. It was about then that I started breaking into people's houses. Oh, I didn't steal anything. I just rearranged their furniture.
Orphan at 3, mother and dad both gone, raised by a sweet ex-con. Seriously, nothing too obscene. I'd better keep it clean. What should I say? What can I tell him?
School? Do you want to know about school? Well, I went to PS. Oh, I was that kid who was always getting shoved into lockers. Not just by the other kids, by the teachers too. And I hated sports. Hated them. And sports were big there. I mean, it was a jock city after all. But I didn't make a single team. I mean, I couldn't catch a ball that had super glue on it. And wouldn't my dad just have to be some big ex-football hero? He was so embarrassed. He didn't know what to tell his friends. So he told them all I had polio. On Father's Day, I used to limp around for him.
God, I'm a wreck. God, I'm a wreck.
Where should I start? I'm gonna fall apart. Where have my childhood memories gone? Who were the boys? What were the toys? Gone beyond recall. Why am I so small? What should I say? What should I tell him? And?
And that's when my mother said, if you don't stop setting your brother on fire, we're gonna have to send you away. It was about then I started thinking of spectacular ways to kill myself. But then I realized committing suicide in Buffalo is redundant.
Okay, Bobby, back in line. Sheila.
Yes, you want me?
Yes.
He wants me.
To talk about your mother.
My mother? My mother was raised like a little nun. She couldn't go out, she couldn't even babysit.
Sheila, don't perform, just talk.
But she wanted to be a dancer, and she had all these scholarships and all that, and when she married my father, he made her give it up. Isn't this exciting? And then she had this daughter, me. And she made her what she wanted to be. She was fabulous the way she did it. Do you want to know how she did it?
Go on.
Well, first she took me to see all the ballets, and then she gave me old toe shoes, and I used to run down the sidewalk in them on my toes. At 5. And then I saw the red shoes, and I wanted to be that lady, that redhead. And when she found out I really had to dance, she said, well, you can't dance until you're 8. Well, by then I was already 6, and I said, but I've got to dance. Oh, let's face it, that family scene was not good. Daddy always said that he married beneath him. That's what he said, that's what he said. When he proposed, he informed my mother he was probably the very last chance. And though she was 22, though she was 22, though she was 22, she married him. Life with my dad was never a picnic, more like a come as you are. When I was 5, I remember my mother took me out of the car. I knew that they weren't hers, but it wasn't something you want to discuss. He wasn't warm. Well, not to her. Well, not to us. But everything was beautiful at the ballet. Graceful men with lovely girls in white. Yes, everything was beautiful at the ballet. I was happy at the ballet. That's when I started dance class. Up a steep and very narrow stairway to the voice like a metronome. Up a steep and very narrow stairway. It wasn't paradise. It wasn't paradise. It wasn't paradise. But it was home.
Mother always said I'd be very attractive when I grew up, when I grew up. Different, she said, with a special something and a very, very personal flair. And though I was 8 or 9, though I was 8 or 9, though I was 8 or 9, I hated her. Now different is nice, but it sure isn't pretty. Pretty is what it's about. I never met anyone who was different, who couldn't figure that out. So beautiful, I'd never lived to see. But it was clear, if not to her, well, then to me, that everyone is beautiful at the
Anyway, I had the most fantastic fantasy life. I used to dance around the living room with my arms up in the air like this. And my fantasy was, there was an Indian chief. And he'd say, Maggie, do you want to dance? And I'd say, Daddy, I would love to.
Anyway, it was the first day of acting class, and we were in the auditorium, and the teacher, Mr. Carr, Mr. Carr, anyway, he puts us up on stage with our legs around each other, one in the back and the other, and he says, okay, we are going to do improvisation. Now, you're on a bobsled, it's snowing out, and it's cold. Okay, go. Every day for a week we will try to feel the motion down the hill. Every day for a week we will try to hear the wind rush, feel chill. And I dug right down to the bottom of my soul to see what I had inside. Yes, I dug right down to the bottom of my soul, and I tried. And everybody's going, whoosh, whoosh. I feel the snow, I feel the cold, I feel the air. Mr. Carp turns to me and he says, okay, Morales, what did you feel? And I said, nothing, I'm feeling nothing. And he said, nothing could get a girl transferred. They all felt something, but I felt nothing, except the feeling that this bullshit was absurd. I kept saying to myself, hey, it's only the first week. Maybe it's genetic. They don't have bobsleds in San Juan. Second week, more events, and we had to be a table, be a sports car, ice cream cone. Mr. Carr, he would say, very good, except Morales. Try Morales all alone. So I dug right down to the bottom of my soul to see how an ice cream felt. Yes, I dug right down to the bottom of my soul, and I tried to melt. The kids yelled nothing. They called me nothing. And my God. When the church prayed Santa Maria, send me guidance on my knees. Went to church, prayed Santa Maria, help me feel it, pretty please. And a voice from down at the bottom of my soul came up to the top of my head. And the voice from down at the bottom of my soul, here is what it said. This man is nothing. This course is nothing. If you want something, go find another class. And when you find one, you'll be an actress. And I assure you that's what finally came to pass. 6 months later, I heard that Carp had died. And I dug right down to the bottom of my soul and cried, 'cause I felt nothing.
Bad.
So, the day after my 18th birthday, I kissed the folks goodbye, got on a Trailways bus, and headed for the Big Bad Apple. Because I wanted to be a rockette. Oh yeah, let's get one thing straight. I never saw the red shoes, I never heard about the red shoes, I don't give a damn about the red shoes. I decided to be a rockette because this girl in my hometown, Luella Heiner, she had gotten out. She had made it to New York City, and she was a rockette. This one Christmas, she came home to visit, and they gave her a parade, a goddamn parade. I had to stand there, twirling a baton for 2 hours in the rain. Unfortunately, though, she got knocked up over Christmas. Merry Christmas, Luella. So anyway, that was my plan, to be a rockette. But there was just one minor problem. I was ugly as sin. I was skinny, unattractive, and flat as a pancake. Get the picture? So I got off this bus, my little white shoes, my little white tights, my little white dress, my long blonde hair, and my ugly little face. I had $87 in my pocket and 7 years of tap and acrobatics. But I still had to wait 6 months for an audition. Finally, the big day came. I showed up at the music hall in my red patent leather tap shoes. I did my little routine, and the man said, "Can you do fan kicks?" Well, sure, I could do terrific fan kicks, but they weren't good enough. You see, it wasn't the fan kicks, it was the way I looked. So I said, screw you, Radio City and the Rockettes, I'm gonna dance on Broadway. But after every audition, I'd dance rings around the other girls and wind up in the alley with the other rejects. After a while, I started catching on. Oh yeah, I had eyes. I saw what they were hiring. So after an audition one day, I swiped my dance card, and on a scale of 10, they gave me, for dance, 10. For looks, 3. Well, dance 10, looks 3. And I'm still on unemployment, dancing for my own enjoyment. That ain't it, kid, that ain't it, kid. Dance 10, looks 3 is like to die. Let the theater and call the doctor on my appointment to buy tits and ass. Got myself a fancy pair, tightened up the derriere, dip the nose with it, all the girls with it, tits and ass. Had the big gold bundles done, suddenly I'll get a national tours. Tits and ass won't change your life unless they're yours. Didn't cost a fortune neither, didn't hurt my sex life either. Flat and sassy, I'll get all the strays and losers. Beggars really can't be choosers. That ain't it, kid, that ain't it, kid. That's the chassis.
When did you start dancing, Paul?
Not until very late.
Why?
I don't know why. I just didn't.
Well, what did you do?
Nothing much.
Come on, Paul, you must have done something. How old were you when you did start dancing?
I was 8.
Well, what did you do up until the time you were 8? I mean, what was your family like?
We were close.
Close? Brothers? Sisters?
2 sisters. One died when I was 14.
How?
Do we have to talk about that? I mean, I don't really want to talk about that.
Zach, can we take a break and sit down?
And smoke. Can the adults please smoke?
All right, everybody, take a break. What do you do when you can't dance anymore?
Kill yourself?
No, really.
Shit! What kind of question is that?
Real heavy. Yeah.
I know. But what do you do?
Well, I'll tell you, because I'm getting scared. I mean, I love being in this business. But one day it hits you. Okay, Greg, you've been having fun for 8 years now. But where's it getting you?
Yeah, a lot of people are feeling that way and they're getting out of the business fast.
There's no security in dancing.
But wait a second.
No promotion and no advancement.
Look, if you're looking for that kind of security, forget it.
It's not just that.
Well, what then?
Well, shit, there's no work anymore.
Tell me about it.
It's true.
Sure it is, but isn't
Oh,
that
don't tell me
always
how Broadway's dying. I just got here.
Oh, don't worry, baby, it's not.
Well, they're just not making musicals like they used to.
Yeah, but even if they did, even if you get this show, it's gonna close one day, right?
Yeah, sure, but that's just the way it is.
Right.
And then you have to start all over again. Because the only chorus line you can depend on in this business is the one at unemployment.
Oh.
I know what I'm gonna do. Because I know one night, one in the show I'm in, it's gonna close. And I'm finally gonna be able to get off my diet. I'm gonna get in the car with my husband and drive up to our 50 acres in Vermont and have a bunch of kids and dance around my kitchen cooking and enjoy getting fed.
That sounds great. Except the fat part, but I like that. Just not yet.
Look, all I want is to be just happy.
Oh, come on. Aren't you guys happy? Look, I sit around, get depressed, and worry about all these things too. But then I meet somebody, and they say, wow, you dance on Broadway? How fabulous. You got somewhere. You're something. And I get this feeling inside because I remember I used to watch all these girls come out with their hair and their eyelashes and their makeup. And I think, God, I'll never be that old. God, I'll never be that old. I will never be old enough to come outside that stage door. And deep down inside, I knew when I would. And God damn it, I've come this far and I'm not giving up now.
Well, that's what I used to say. I won't give up. I've got to be a ballerina by the time I'm 18. And I found out I should be in musical comedy, and I said, okay, I'll be a chorus girl, but I have got to be playing parts by the time I'm 21.
Oh no, you did that too?
I still do it.
Right. And you're 25. And then you say, okay, just a couple years more. Hell, I'm almost 30. How many years left do I have to be a chorus cutie? 3, 4, if I have my eyes done? I don't want to deal on that level anymore. So just lately, I've been thinking about opening up my own dance studio. I don't know, am I copping out? Am I growing up? I don't know.
Who does? Look, who knows anything? It's just something that you're gonna have to wait and see.
Right. But if today were the day that you had to stop dancing, how would you feel?
Kiss today goodbye, the sweetness and the sorrow. Wish me luck the same to you. But I won't forget what I did for love.
I start eliminating, I just want to say that I think you're all terrific, and you've been wonderful about going through all of this today. I sincerely wish I could hire all of you, but I can't. Will the following people please step forward? Don. Greg. Diana. No, sorry, Diana, I'm wrong. Back in line. Christine. Bibi. Sheila. Connie. Maggie. Frontline. Thank you very much. Thank you. I'm sorry. Rehearsals begin September 22nd. We'll rehearse for 6 weeks with a 2-month out-of-town tryout. Our New York opening will be sometime mid-January. Please be prepared to sign a standard minimum contract with a 6-month write-up. You'll be contacted sometime next week as to where and when to sign your contract. Oh, and I'm very glad we're going to be working together.
Newsflash, May 13th, 2015. Distinguished Concerts International New York City, DCINY, announced today that Fours Company have been invited to participate in a performance of the music of Dan Forrest for the DCINY concert series in New York City. This performance will be at Carnegie Hall on Tuesday, January the 19th, 2016, in the Isaac Stern Auditorium under the baton of Dr. Joe Michael Shire. These outstanding musicians will join other choristers to form the Distinguished Concert Singers International, a choir of distinction. Dr. Jonathan Griffiths, Artistic Director and Principal Conductor for DCINY states, Fours Company received this invitation because of the quality and high level of musicianship demonstrated by the singers, as well as the exceptional quality of their audition recording. It is quite an honor just to be invited to perform in New York. These wonderful musicians not only represent a high quality of music and education, but they also become ambassadors for the entire Hawke's Bay community and New Zealand. This is an event of extreme pride for everybody and deserving of the community's recognition and support. This venture, whilst a huge honor to us, also comes at a great cost and must be totally self-funded. All the proceeds from this show will go towards our New York dream. The group has been hard at work at Babbage Vineyards, as well as other community ventures to raise money. We are looking for a major sponsor to help us make it there, but any donation is gratefully received. We have a Fours Company page set up on the Give a Little site, but won't turn down more traditional forms of payment. If you can help us in any way, please come and chat with us after the show. For the final time this evening, I present Fours Company Performance Choir and New York, New York.
Thank you.